Hello, my friends. It's time for the End of the Day with Ray holiday special. You know, folks, I was going to sing songs, but the only holiday song I knew was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I thought to myself, well, it'd be pretty stupid to sing that song. I mean, after all, the Document Imaging Channel, those folks that sell, supply, and service print equipment, well, they're the worst disruption in the industry's history. I don't think any of them give a flying crap about a reindeer with a red nose. But it is the holidays. I wanted to do something special. Do y'all remember that Christmas classic, The Night Before Christmas? I read that a couple of times and I thought, well, you know what? I could write a story. The title of mine is The Night Before the Disruption. Folks, before I read it, I do want to tell you this. I went through great lengths to decorate the studio. I do care about the holidays, somewhat. I put up this tree. I've got this bottle of Scotch whiskey sitting here. I'm using a pipe as a prop. I got a scarf on, 2 shirts and a blazer. If you look through my Sharp Interactives window, you can see it's snowing outside. So ladies and gentlemen, relax. And I hope you enjoy the End of the Day with Ray's holiday special, The Night Before the Disruption. The night before the disruption, all through the channel, not a peep of discussion. The dealers were quieted because no chips and stuck ships. The OEMs had to stop saying buy it. The supply chain is broken, the dealers explain, as they lower their prices. Oh, Santa, it's insane. Some dealers are leasing what can't be had. Leasing companies are frantic. The front-funded leases might actually all go bad. Will equipment get shipped before the end users realize the machines they bought they will never now utilize? The leasing game that is played is outdated, most would say. Will disruption fix the dysfunction as more leasing companies come to play? Really? Maybe DLL is the leasing company to call. Because they are so huge, they are more than likely the money which is funding them all. Now on to a quest to the desert out west. As we wait for a press release to see who's going next, should we remember Technology United? Will that tell us who's all been invited? From Santa came advice, consortiums of simulated comfort will never change the game, because those who think alike will always keep things exactly the same. In a desert abroad where print goes bye-bye, it's a story of what happened in a place called Dubai, as their government went paperless. No analysts to be found. Were all the OEMs holding them to the ground? The industry's meters are now in reverse. Sales reps have traded their vans for a hearse. Most will agree it's a pain in the ass as the industry's end users consume all they read behind glass. Printing at home was a dreamer's false hope. Some users now feel like a dope. So Santa, please cancel the subscriptions for ink now that some in the world know how bad HP subscriptions stink. Santa bought a cartridge from someone besides HP. As he printed out his shopping list, HP must have known. They updated firmware, causing swearing in Santa's home. Now some will quickly learn those without a soul who mess with Santa get a stocking full of coal. The disruption ahead even BLI ignores as they present those silly awards. Most consistent color 2 years in advance ran out of toner, so now second place has a chance to advance. Awards for 2 years in advance are ending at last. Soon the award will be the best of the past. Kanata's advertisers were honored by Frank. Some are suggesting the trophies remain blank, as much of the industry has pretty much sank. The charities appreciate the money the industry spent. What will happen at next year's event? Santa suggests an award for the most despised OEM would amplify attendance and no one would leave till the end. And the disruption of the MPSA is in question, leaving their board unable to hoard all they award. When the awards go away, think of all the blank spaces on the website's faces. The time for real content is long overdue. The pictures of trophies were all about you. Where's your e-commerce, Santa screams. Even Amazon is selling my elves, which end up on people's shelves. Billing by the chair made Santa pull out his hair. Instead, Santa suggests study your cost, so whoever you bill, it won't end up in loss. Billing must be born from the knowledge of cost. Those who don't get this should never be boss. Will the investments in print pan out like once thought? Or will the disruption cost the investors way more than a lot? Will the roll-ups roll out or will the roll-ups roll in? Will the private equity run or stick around for more fun? Will Konicka's new boss succeed in cleaning up the old boss's shopping spree? Even though those great deals, as investors ran away, don't mean the customers will actually stay and play. Are Canon dealers planning to sell CT scanning as Canon shifts focus from cameras and print? Will Konica and Canon sell off their direct? And what happens to Toshiba Tech? Will Sharp keep more print behind glass? Will Kyocera's A4 start kicking A3's ass? Can Ricoh stocks hit new highs if they quickly explain they didn't spread lies about getting ready for the day paper dies? Will Lexmark call Tomo Bravo, check on Kofax, and then maybe borrow enough to spin off Optra IoT? Seems logical to me. Fuji Innovation may simply be confused as they think about what they once were. Will they beg someone to merge? Going direct is an option, but only if they're nuts. For now, selling equipment to Xerox is the right play. For sooner than later, people won't print anyway. CareAR brings expertise on demand, changing service all throughout the land. Xerox is extremely happy because as copiers become a fatality, Xerox can service windmills through augmented reality. Now on to the industry's press. Some will wear hats as they wonder what happened. The aims of others will focus on pleasing because making everyone happy is much better fun than exploring what's needed to get real things done. Another question is this: when the printers fade in time, who will ENX advertise on pages 5 through 59? In the industry's magazines, fighting status quo will rarely appear because most editors fear their pay will disappear. The BTA is the oldest club around, almost 100 years. Some are asking, will its members be lured away by its peers? So run from the comfort of doing things the same because time is running out to embrace the discomforts of change. Print is fading fast. The dealers must sell IT or they simply will not last. Some consultants who claim they are helping dealers gain fame as they sell tons of IT buyers will soon be fired as the dealers find out they were all liars. The dealers won't win selling low-end IT. It's time to move upscale. It's time to be serious. Time to move ahead while your competition stays delirious. The OEMs are not consolidating, and this makes no sense. So is their plan to milk the cow till it's no longer able to stand by the fence? When the channel awakens from the bed of delusion, the path forward must have many exclusions. Some will beg to stay, but the strong must say, it's time to go away. Change is never easy, change will never please, but change is so much better than the status quo's disease. The retirees calling themselves consultants, no one cares who you dine with or pictures of your past. Instead, they need your wisdoms so their business can actually last. Santa warns, as the disruption advances, seek insight, not foresight. Insight explains the next coming thing. Foresight merely recaps, meaning you are late to the game. You could even be the blame for why status quo was able to remain. Happy holiday, my friends, and even through disruption, you can, in fact, persevere. All you have to do is watch The End of the Day with Ray all throughout the year. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for all your support this year. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in a couple of days.